Here we go. Are we? Yes. Good evening. How is everybody doing? Hope everybody is doing well. I'm actually broadcasting in Heather's old room because, she took over my old bedroom because obviously she's here. And I told her, I said, your place now, do what you want. So for those of you that don't know, when I came up here last year, uh, we made it legal. This place now belongs to Heather. Okay. So this is Heather's home now. This is where she's at. And, you know, um, so for people, why are you in that bedroom and not your old bedroom? Because it's not my home anymore. Okay. It's her home now. Um, I have no intention of ever living in New York State again. It's not going to, like, I'll give you an example. Okay. Uh, like I talked to Steve today down in West Virginia, and he said, "Yeah, it was really sunny here today, the whole 9 yards." Well, guess what? It was here today, overcast and cloudy. Okay, I don't miss that. Okay, I don't miss that kind of weather constantly. Every single year when I lived up here, I did deal with seasonal depression disorder. I am not one. I don't like to be cooped up. I don't like it when it's dark at 5 o'clock at night. And I like to be outside. I like to be doing stuff and that type of thing. And when the weather here in New York, it's not conducive to that, not always. So, and I got tired of 6 months of winter basically because it could be every single year. You just don't know what you're going to get. But I'm going to see mom on Tuesday, but I talk to her. I talk to mom every day. I talk to my daughter every day. But tomorrow, uh, Heather and I are going to go down. We're going to go see Eddie, and the three of us are going to spend time together tomorrow. So I'm going to try to put content out. Okay, so I am on vacation. This is not like a working. Oh, I got to work. I got to work. I got to work. This is me getting away from, home. It's so weird to say that to come back here because I kept saying to people, "Yeah, I'm heading home," and I go, "Well, no, that's not home anymore. That's where I'm going to visit. Home is in West Virginia." So, it's been a year since I've been up here, and you know, uh, Becky and Rick are working on, the garden, doing their thing up over there. And, I'm going to still try to live stream a couple times this week. Again, I most likely will be live streaming next Sunday for sure. I may throw another one in here during the week. It really depends on what I'm doing, what's going on, to be honest with you. So I got to do a private live stream for my hardcore members as well. So that maybe Wednesday. I'll do, a combination. I'll do the private live stream first, and then I'll do a regular live stream. So I'll do like 6 and 8 o'clock again, most likely. But I'm going to try to do some content for you guys. I kind of gave you a little bit of the tour today, and like I said, just being back up here is very surreal, very very surreal. And but like I said, it's been a year. It's been a year. So coming back up, and there's, like I said, a lot of people that I want to see. Spend time with my mom. As well. Like Tuesday, I'm going out to go see mom. Obviously, I'm going to see mom on Thursday too for Thanksgiving. So I'll definitely see her then as well. But and then, like I said, there's a myriad of people that I want to see. There's a lot of food. I like food. A lot of food that I had that I can't get down in West Virginia that I can only get here. So I definitely plan on doing that, and stuff like that. Yeah, Becky's cooking Thanksgiving dinner. Yep, yep. So, but Hella should be due. My guesstimate when they got together was probably around the 10th of December. So she's definitely getting bigger. Her you know boobs are filling out now. They're starting to drop. So where's JJ today? Oh, he's not in the chat. Ooh, that's weird. I don't know. I have no idea, guys. I have no idea. So my other moderators are going to have to stay on top of stuff. Oh, there he is. He's there. Okay. Yeah, JJ's here. Um, but anyway, like I said, good drive up, decent weather. I mean, I ran into a little bit of rain. I ran into traffic on 81. So, but is it weird not being in your old room? Not really, Mary, because again, like I said, this isn't my home anymore, you know, and they've rearranged that room for them. That's their room now. So, um, so no, I'm a guest now. I'm a guest here. I'm not, it's not my place anymore. So, but like I said, I'm looking forward to, you know, like I said, I got a bunch of people. I got a bunch of calls out for people that that I haven't seen, and but Sharon said that's so crazy to hear it out loud. It just like I said, I love this property. This is a great property. I'm glad it's staying in the family. So this is Heather's home since she was what 13 years old. So that's it. And just as I was when I left home for the first time. Yeah, you move on with your life. I mean, my life now is in West Virginia. I love West Virginia. I love living down there, and the people are decent. And it's just, it's starting that next chapter of my life. And and I think we've done some fantastic stuff in a 3-year period. I mean, and realistically, in a 2-year period, was 2 years in May that we put the group together, that started the group, and so we've come a long way. And obviously the group has grown. We have newer members and stuff like that as well. But then we lost Ronnie. Ronnie passed away, and it's just it's weird. I mean, that I got to tell you, that's one of the things for me that's probably the weirdest. Ronnie was younger than me, only by a few months, but Ronnie was younger than me, and I knew he had health issues, but I didn't think it was that he was going to die type of health issues, and so that part is still strange that I just can't give him a call. Have you checked in with Dennis? Liked him? Not yet. I'm gonna go up and see Greg, and like I said, there's a bunch of people, guys, that I want to see. So, like I said, I'm gonna try to get some. Oh, so I got to tell you. So, when I got here today, we had some stuff that we had to do, and then we got back here, and I'm like, oh, I got to make a video. So I made the video, and it was like quarter to three, and I'm like, man, I am so glad that the internet here, 3 minutes, 3 minutes, and that video was up. It was up and ready before I was finished doing all the stuff that you have to do in the background of it. So that has been nice. So I know that I can get videos up real quick here. So what I may end up doing as well, I may end up doing a bunch of videos, put them in a bank, if you will, and put them on, and then just put them up for a later date, and then pull them out when I want. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do, to be honest with you. Like I said, I got a lot of things that I want to do while I'm here, and so obviously I'm going to be bringing down. I brought my trailer with me, so I'm going to be bringing down another load of stuff, and yeah, I will be doing that. Yep, the license plate's getting taken care of. Actually, that's getting taken care of first thing in the morning, JJ. First thing in the morning. So, but yeah, it's just like I said, it's surreal being back here, and it doesn't feel like home anymore. Like I said, I love the homestead. The trees look amazing. The progress of the trees, I'm like, man, they're really, it's just they've just everything's taken off, and like they were, Sean was saying they got a lot of pears this year, which was cool. Happy to see that. So all that stuff is really really neat. And so like I said, I'll load the trailer up, I'll load the truck up, and bring another load of stuff back down to West Virginia. And so that'll be part of that's part of one of the reasons coming up here as well. I could probably do that 4 more times after this trip and still not have everything that I had here down there. So it's just I've gotten a lot of stuff that I needed to have down there, and but Well, it's weird. Like with the cats, the only cat that's left here is Miss Molly and and Stella. Those are the only two cats that are left from when I was here. Heather's got a bunch of new cats. Her boyfriend had two cats, so they're here. And then they got another cat, and then that one got Stella pregnant, and then so they had kittens, and so they have more cats from that, and that's okay. I mean, so they're getting their group of cats, and obviously, guys, in the video, if you watched the video earlier today, Caesar and Pandora are doing great. So, how come you have a West Virginia license and New York plates? I would like Wisconsin plates, cheaper. If you have another residence that you can use, you can do it that way. So, I have my West Virginia driver's license, but I will keep it's cheaper for me, believe it or not, which I was shocked, to be honest with you, to keep my insurance here in New York. So, and because I have the two different residences that I can use, I can do that. So, Max is gone. Buddy's gone. Uh, Soxy's gone. Yeah, they're all gone now. So, yep, Sean's in there. He's saying, yeah, Max lost a battle with a raccoon. Yeah, and that wasn't good. So, but Becky said the garden did very, very well. Um, Ed, we've missed your old place. It's still cool. Oh, like I said, there was a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this property, folks. I mean, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears went into this property. But it's like I said, you have to. Well, the reality is this, right? In 100 years from now, this property will be owned by somebody else, probably strangers that we don't even know, and they're going to be doing their own thing here. And that's the reality of stuff. That's the reality of life. I mean, would you hope that it stays in the family? You do. My grandparents had their place, and they had it for 35 years, where they had their place, in the country, and that was a big part of my life as a child. Being around them and being there, and then Grandpa died, um, and then Grandma died, and then the place got sold. Well, she sold it before she died, because she had to downsize. She didn't need the big farm anymore. So, but it. I do plan on taking my sign. We were actually measuring it out. The sign itself is 11 feet 5 inches, and the bed of my trailer is 10 feet. So I could take my sign down, but I would, because I want to be able to put it in the bed of the trailer flat and not have it up and where it could break or anything like that. So, what we may end up doing, and it's not going to happen on this trip, but I might cut the ends off a little bit on each end, to bring it down to where it's 10 feet, and do that. And then that way I could, get it in the bed of the trailer and get it down without it being broken or damaged, and do it that way and get it down there, because I definitely do want to mount that, down in West Virginia. So we'll see, but that will eventually, the sign will come down to West Virginia. So, but yeah, like I said, we got so much stuff that down there. There's so many things that have to be done. So turn the cut end into a chair. Yeah, you could do that too. That's not, yeah, maybe. So, but so anyway, but like I said, it's nice to be up to visit. And it's good to see. Obviously, today I saw Heather and Sean. But so I got real quickly mention. I mean, the Cowboys could screw up a wet dream, guys. Okay, they really could. So they're looking at getting a great draft pick, because their season is screwed. They're screwed this season. All right. So what do they do today? They go ahead and win today. They beat Washington. I'm like, come on, really? I'd rather see them lose. Let's get a better draft pick. I didn't even watch. I didn't watch no football today at all. So, um, is her mom living in your old home? What, I mean, my ex-wife? No, my ex-wife. We've been apart 13 years. You know, once she left, I didn't really care where she stayed, to be honest with you. But um, but anyway, no, it's you know, she's doing her thing, and no, the old house that we had in Greece, New York. Cowboy's biggest problem is her owner. You think? Well, he wants to be in charge of everything, and that's a problem. So, yeah, they'll be playing Thanksgiving Day, and I may watch some of that game. You know, I may. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I may not. I may be like, screw it. I don't, because really, honestly, this season is done. So, it's not. They're not entertaining to watch. That's a reality as well. So, yeah, the fencing is going to be good. That's going to help them. You know, especially with the deer. So, I mean, if they put that fence all the way around, it's up to them. I mean, like I said, they can do whatever they want. Maybe you'll get a snowstorm when you're there. Now, wash your mouth out with soap, real freedom. We don't want. I don't want to deal with a snowstorm. So, no, I don't want to do that. Oh, no, I'll take a pass on the snow. We've actually had more snow in West. Oh, I gotta tell you guys. Oh my God. So this, I laughed. I'll be honest with you. I laughed so hard. Okay. So some woman from West Virginia, right, made a comment when I was talking about the weather in West Virginia, right? And like people are driving slow and blah. She goes, "Well, there was a weather emergency and we had 6 or 7 inches of snow and they closed the schools and blah blah blah." And she goes, "And you're not a spokesman for the snow in West Virginia." I never said I was a spokesman. I'm just like, this is what I dealt with. It's not that big of a deal. People make too much out of nothing. I mean, 2 inches of snow and you're shutting everything down? Really? So up here in New York we get 18 inches of snow and be like, what time I got to be at work tomorrow? So that's I just laugh at it. I laugh at it because it's like, to watch people panic over a small amount of snow, as opposed to getting a real snowstorm. So Eddie's doing good. Like I said, I'm going to be seeing Eddie tomorrow. So looking forward to that. Talk to him. I talked to Eddie too, but yeah. So no, it's going to be, like I said. I tomorrow's agenda. So I got to tell you. So when we pick up Eddie, we got to get Mark's Pizza. It's one of the pizzas up here that we really really like, and I can't get anything like that in West Virginia. It's just not going to happen. Okay, now, the pizza down there is okay, but it's not Mark's. Okay, so we're gonna get a Mark's Pizza. And then after we drop Eddie off, there is an Italian delicatessen, in Greece, New York, called Pino's. And folks, I'm going to tell you what, if you ever in the Greece, New York area, and you get a chance to go to Pino's, it's an Italian delicatessen. Unbelievable. Get the meatballs. Get them hot. Get them with the meat sauce, the sauce. You will thank me. So we'll go there. We'll get a couple chicken parm dinners, and definitely get meatballs as well. And yeah, I can't wait. So that I'm really looking for. See, I love Italian food. So, it's just unbelievable. Love Italian food. And especially when it's cooked by real Italians. So, that I'm looking forward to that. What else? So that's part of the agenda for tomorrow. And then, like I said, there's garbage plate. If you know anything about Rochester, Rochester's famous for the garbage plate. I got to have a garbage plate when I'm here. And then I got to have country sweet wings. So there's like my little laundry list, and I have to get like a Wegman sub. So it just, that little simple stuff. Um, but yeah, it just those things that you don't have available to you when you're someplace else. No, not lasagna. No, but yeah, like I said, I'm really, like I said, I'm looking forward to getting out and about, seeing different people, and the fact that I can make videos and pop them up really quickly. Um, okay, so what a garbage plate is. I get a cheeseburger plate. So it's two cheeseburger patties, no bun, okay? And they put that on top of home fries and I always get the macaroni. So you got the macaroni, home fries, two cheeseburgers on top, and then they have like a sauce that they put over the top of that, and they call it a garbage plate because it's like just a big mess, and you eat it, and it's awesome. So that's what I mean. Like I said, if you've ever been to Rochester, if you ever come to Rochester area, Nick Tahoe's is the place to go and get that garbage plate. So, but sounds like one hell of a great heart attack. Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome, Matt. Yeah, absolutely. Very healthy. Very, very healthy for you. Are you gonna have some food there for your daughter? I don't know what you mean. Food for my daughter. She's going to be with me. Not when I go do the garbage plate and stuff because she doesn't like those. But I just said we're going to Pino's. So that's when we come back after we see Eddie. I don't know what you mean. So, but anyway, so yeah, like I said, there's that. Like I said, a lot of people I want to see. No beef on wick, no, 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 no. So, but uh, oh, you think Judy means long-term food? There's plenty of food here still. Whatever I take, there's still plenty of food here. I have some supplies off-site that I'm going to be retrieving this time, and they'll go back to West Virginia with me. The trailer will be full, strictly 5-gallon buckets again, all food. I have a bunch of other stuff, here that I'm going to be taking back as well, and so that's my game plan. And then like I said, there's some medical supplies that I want to grab this time, some toiletries. I have some gas masks up here that I plan on grabbing, and you know, Big Rover's Morning Glory fan. They used to talk about garbage plates all the time when they went there. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, now it's garbage plates are awesome, absolutely awesome. Thank you very much for the donation, RC Kev. Appreciate that. But yeah, so it was like I said, uneventful trip. I ran into a delay on 81 coming up. They had it was an accident, and at like half an hour where we were crawling, you know, driving in traffic, and it was a mess. So, but and then like I said, Hella traveled well. She did good. So she always does, though. I mean, she's made that trip so many times with me. I gotta admit, my house is feeling claustrophobic. There's preps everywhere. It's not a bad thing. I have all kinds of preps. I mean, I had them all over here. I got them all over in West Virginia. When the time comes, full of hope, you're going to be glad that you have them because it puts you in such a better position. And and that's what it. Will Heather come on camera? Yeah. Well, she's actually she's at work right now, so it just really depends. She was on camera today for the video today. I don't know, like I said, if I do a live stream and if she's not working, I'm sure she'll pop in and say hello. So, but you know, that's yeah, I'm kind of excited about the puppies too. I'm really excited about the puppies. So we'll see how many she has, and we'll go from there. So I actually have when I talked about a while ago wanting to breed her, as you guys know, and I had a guy gave me his name and his number, and he says when she has puppies, because I had showed him a picture of her, he goes, "I want to buy one from you," and I went, "Okay." So I still have that phone number and that guy. So when I get back down to West Virginia, I'll be giving him a call. So, um, what was the name of the dip Becky made with the rye bread? It's a rye bread dip. I don't. It's God, I can't think of how they make it up here. She makes it herself when she does it. It's like sour cream, um, and then I don't even know what all goes in it. What I always did is I went to Wegmans and bought the bread, and then I just bought it. It was already pre-made, so it's like a dill type of dip type of thing. So yep, it has dill. Yep. So, but yeah, well, she is all grown up. She's 23 now, so that happens. Are you ready with the puppy supplies? Make sure you have a mucus sucker for those little noses. Oh yeah, well, I'll be, when the time comes. I mean, dogs instinctively. See, this is the thing I think a lot of people forget. Dogs have been having puppies for thousands and thousands of years. So, probably much longer than that actually. And they took care of their puppies. It's just what they do. They eat all the afterbirth, the sacks that the puppies come in. Now, I obviously will I help her? Yes. What size turkey is Becky cooking for Thanksgiving? I don't remember what she said the size was. I know it's going to be a good sized turkey. Becky learned to cook from my grandmother, so Becky is an excellent cook, and so so she had texted me and she goes, "Can you bring pies?" I go, "I gotcha." If that's my role, I'm good. I'm good because I know that food that Becky's gonna make is gonna be amazing, and so yeah, it's but yeah, I'll grab a couple of pies. Obviously a pumpkin, gotta have a pumpkin, probably an apple. Do that and bring that down, and because they're doing Thanksgiving at his place, so we're gonna be traveling there to go do that, and so I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, and then Jeannie's bringing mom, and I think she's bringing the boys with her, if I'm not mistaken. So should be fun. Should be a nice time. Like I said, I'm really looking forward to it, and it'll be good to see everybody. Like actually, it's the only day I'm going to see Becky. So because she's down with him most of the time at his place, and so they don't get up here as much because he's working. He's got a few more years to go before he retires, and once he retires, then they plan on being here full time. But I meant, is your mom living in the homestead house you used to live in? Oh, no, no, mom was living with Becky years ago, and then two hens in the same hen house doesn't always work. So mom moved into a senior citizen high rise, and she has been there. God, what has she been there? 4, maybe 5 years now. It's been that long. It was before I went down to West Virginia. She had moved into there, and she likes it. I mean, she's got all her friends, and that live there, and they do their puzzling and all that type of stuff. What do we got? 325 in the chat. Got 125 thumbs up. So, guys, if you haven't shot a thumbs up yet, please do so to show support for the channel. Again, I do appreciate that. It really does make a big, big difference with the algorithms. So, thank you for that reason as well. Also, if you are not subscribed to the channel, I would ask you to please subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell icon to get all notifications as well. And if anybody has any questions today, please feel free. Throw some questions at me, anything you want to know. But mom, um, okay, so mom's health. Okay, JJ, bringing that up. Mom had a cyst in her thyroid. Okay, so she had a surgery to remove the cyst, and they took part of her thyroid at that point in time. Then they ran the pathologies, and was the guy with Heather her boyfriend? Yes, Kat. That's Sean. So they ran the pathologies, and it is cancer. Okay, so mom has to go in to have a second surgery, which they're planning on doing in January. And so we're going to see what happens with that. Mom said that at her age, she does not want to do chemo or radiation or anything like that, and I don't blame her. Mom's 81, Um, and so we're gonna. What I said to mom was this: we're gonna wait because when they go back in, they're taking the rest of the thyroid out, and then we're gonna see if the cancer is in her lymph nodes, then she's done. I mean, that's reality. That's reality, and we've had that, and her and I've had that discussion, and she said, if it's that's the case and it's my time, it's my time. And so um that, what are you going to do? You know what I mean? There's not much you can do. Again, I think I've said to you guys and I've told you, in my family we die of two things: we die of cancer and we die of old age. My aunt Karen, my mom's younger sister by 2 years, so Aunt Karen's 79. uh Yeah, you can live without a thyroid. Yep, you can. Um, so Aunt Karen is actually in hospice right now. She went into hospice with cancer. So that's another thing. But yeah, it's just it is what it is. I mean, it's part of that whole vicious thing that we deal with in life. And I'm a cancer survivor. Anybody that watches the channel knows. I had cancer 9 years ago, and can't believe it's been 9 years already. Had my surgery, and they felt like they got it all, and I never had to do radiation or chemo or anything like that. So, but I'll tell you, folks. Here's the reality: when the doctor comes in and says you have cancer, it is it to me that from my experience, it felt like somebody hauled off and just kicked me square in the gonads. It will knock the wind out of your sails. It will make you reevaluate priorities, what's important, all that type of stuff. And you know, we dealt with it, got it done, got it out of there, and so I've been good ever since, which I'm happy about. But um, had it twice myself, Ed, I can't tell you that if what to do. Chemo and radiation again, I think I would do it. It took years off my life. Well, and that's what I've heard, Don. It's just it is so detrimental to you, the radiation and the chemo. Um, it's an individual. I will never sit here, okay? I will never sit here and tell you you should do this or you should do that. When you're dealing with that type of situation, that is an individual choice, and you have to decide, what am I willing to do? And how bad do I want to live? And what age you are, when that happens. And so, you have to look at those things. I mean, my mom is a realist. My mom's 81 years old. I mean, she is in the twilight of her life, realistically. So, um, you know, how long will she last? I have no idea, and I'm hopeful. Like I said, I don't jump to conclusions. That's not who I am. I'm like, let's see what they say. When they go back in and they do this, let's see what they say. And we'll have discussions at that point in time, but I would never say to my mom, you need to do this. No, she needs to do what she feels is best for her. And, my biggest thing is, um, I'll give you an example. When my grandfather, he died from, he had, what do you have? Oh God, I'm trying to remember now. He's been gone since '92. He had leukemia. Okay, he had over 400 blood transfusions. My grandfather did, and he passed away at 77. My grandfather was never in any pain. He just physically, his body deteriorated, and it was very, very difficult. But he was not in any pain. My biggest thing is, I don't ever want to see anybody be in pain. It's like, when you have an animal, and they're hurting, or they got hurt or whatever the case may be, and you have to put that animal down. You don't do it because you want to. You do it because it's best for the animal, right? So why do we as a society force people to continue to live and live and live, even though there's zero chance that they're going to make it? I believe, like I said, it's an individual choice, and you fight it the way you want to fight it. Um, Me personally, if I got something that I knew I wasn't coming back from, I would have a nice going away party. I'd invite my friends and have a nice party and just enjoy. And then everybody would go home, and then I would take care of it myself, and that would be the end of it. I'll go out on my terms, but again, not everybody can do that. You don't understand the stuff that I have seen in 30 years of nursing. It makes things a lot easier. Were you born in December? No, I'm June of '65. I'm a Gemini. So, but yeah, like I said, again, it's just those are decisions that you have to make. You have to make them, and that's a personal journey for everybody. I mean, like I said, I always tell people this. I actually had this conversation the other day. When I got done with nursing school, now, when I went to nursing school, you were only allowed to take your boards twice a year. You took your boards in April and you took your boards in November, 2 times a year. So I had graduated from nursing school in December. So I had to wait, excuse me, until April to take my boards, and then you waited 6 weeks to find out if you passed your boards or not. Now, when my cousin went to nursing school, he took his boards in an auditorium over 3 days. When I took my boards, we were one of the first ones that actually used computers to do our boards. And so you went in and you reach a certain level of competency, and your machine would shut off. So the minimum was 85 questions. The maximum was 230 questions. And so if you reach that level of competency, your computer shut off, and boom, you were done. My computer shut off at 85 questions. And when it shut off, I was like, what just happened? Because the screen just goes blank. And so that was kind of weird. But, and people would say, well, how do you think you did? And I was like, I remember at the time going, well, I don't want to be cocky, but I'm pretty sure I passed, and obviously I did. But so anyway, I once you have to wait until you find out if you pass it, and then you get your license. So I ended up getting my license in May because it was 6 weeks afterwards. But in the meantime, what I had done, I took a position, temporary position, as a physical therapy assistant. Okay. And they knew I was waiting to take my boards and get my license and all that kind of stuff. And so I did that, and I really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed that because you were able to help people. They got better and they went home. Okay. Anybody that's been in nursing knows, in nursing, we deal with death. That's our job, that's our profession. So you try to guide people, you try to help people on that journey. And, everybody deals with those things differently. And I was never one. Anybody that watches this channel knows I'm straight up. Okay. I will not sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be, telling you the truth and stuff like that. So, uh, with I did a lot of hospice, and and I would tell people, you know, any tips on a grade 3 hamstring injury? I'm in agony. Have you gone to the doctor? And that would be my, if you haven't gone to the doctor, you better get to the doctor and let them help you with that. There's a whole treatment thing that they can do to help you with that. So, but I was in nursing for years, and now I work in a funeral home. Okay, yeah, yeah. I mean, it's same job, a little bit different, but it just that's the job. You deal with death. You help people on that journey, and you know, I I don't ever regret being a nurse, but if I had to do it all over again, I would have been a physical therapist because, like I said, to see people recover, get better, and go home, and you were part of that, that's awesome. When, you work and do nursing home work, uh, they undertakers come in and they close all the doors, put people in the rooms and close all the doors, and bring the gurney in and, help load the body into the body bag, and they wrap them up and they get them out of there. And so, but they don't want the other residents to see that, because when you go into a nursing home, right, you go in whatever way you go in there, in a wheelchair or walking in there, and there's only one way out. Once you're in that nursing home, there's one way out, and that's them rolling you out on that gurney. And I dealt with that a lot, a lot. So you can't help but get attached. Now, I will tell you this: I've had favorite patients through the years, in nursing homes or whatever, and then there's other ones that just sucked because of the way they were. Not nice human beings. Nice human beings get old, and not nice human beings get old. And so, you know, you got to deal with all those personalities. But you always develop relationships with the decent ones. And like I said, nursing is a difficult job. Did it for 43 years. I retired 3 years ago. Good for you, man. That's awesome. Yeah, and it is. And like I said, I just had enough, and I didn't want to do it anymore, so I'm not doing it anymore. The burnout rate, the average nursing career, just so you guys know, anybody that's watching, the average nursing career is between 7 and 8 years, and a lot of them it's a lot less than that, because of the demands of nursing, the expectations of it, the liability of it. You're putting, these people's lives are in your hands. So, it's not an easy job. It's not an easy job. A lot of stress, but like I said, can be very rewarding. If you take care of different people. Like I said, and I've talked about like Richie, to you guys. I started taking care of Richie when he was 10 years old. And then he passed away. He was in his early 30s when he died. But it's just you know that one hurt the worst. I'll be honest with you. Out of everybody that I took care of through the years, when Richie died, that one hurt the worst, because I love that kid. I love that kid, and he was just a outstanding human being. And he we all have bad days, right? Every single one of us out here, we have bad days, and so you do what you got to do, and you go through it. And but whenever I would have a bad day and start feeling sorry for myself, and oh, poor me, and blah blah blah, I used to think, wait a minute, you know Richie. I would think of Richie, and I would go, this kid is got dealt the worst freaking hand that you could possibly get, and he's positive. He's got a positive attitude, about it. And he just, but like I said, I miss him every day. I know he's better off, but for selfish reasons, I will always miss Richie. So, where did you go to nursing school? Up here in New York. Up here in New York. But yeah, it's like I said, it's just, but that's, all my favorite people that I took care of through all the years, they're all gone, and so that's, talking to Becky, a couple days ago, and we were talking, and like my aunt is not going to be with us much longer. And I had said to her, I said, you realize we are Aunt Karen, cousin Betty, and mom away from being the old people. Then we're the old people. And I'm like, I go, how did that happen? You know what I mean? Because here, I feel 25 in my mind, and it's just, I still do well. I mean, I get around well, and I can, I have no issues or anything like that. I'm pretty healthy, so I'm very, very fortunate. But nursing is not what you do in West Virginia. No, no, no. I actually gave up my license because I don't ever want to do it again. Now, if I was doing some private duty work, I don't need to have a license to do private duty work if I'm doing something for somebody that way. But that's my choice of what I want to do or not do. I'm never, well, obviously, I gave up my license, so I'll never work in a nursing home or any of that type of stuff ever again. So I just had enough. You know what I mean? So I just had enough. But it's I'm doing okay. I like what I'm doing now, and I enjoy it. So as long as I continue to enjoy it, I'll do it. And if I don't enjoy it anymore, then I'll stop doing it. It's as simple as that. So, but it's always about choices, folks. Everything in life is about choices. Like when we decide, I said to Heather, I'm moving to West Virginia, and would I love to have her and Sean down there? Absolutely. Oh, I'm too fat, Dawn. I'm way too fat right now. I mean, I'm active. I move around a lot. I don't know egg count, JJ. No idea. Because I did talk to Steve earlier, and I asked him. I said, "Did you get eggs today?" He goes, I didn't even check. So it's so there's not going to be an egg count tonight, guys. So I apologize. Um, I'll do an egg count from up here. I haven't even been out. I mean, I saw the chickens, but I haven't been out into the coop or anything like that. So, but we'll do that from here. But I have no idea what they did today. None, unless Sean, who's watching, wants to go out and check the box and see if there's any. Uh, but no, Thick Neck is still up here. No, she's still here. She's an old girl now though. So, but she's an old girl. Go back to West Virginia, 10 pounds heavier. Depending on what I'm eating, it wouldn't shock me. Hold on one second, guys. Okay. All right. So actually, Sean said he knows what the egg count was, so he just came in and told me. Um, so we can do an egg count for here. So, and it's going to be thick neck, obviously, up here. So, how many eggs today? And did thick neck lay or not here in New York today? So, I'll let you guys get your guesses in there, and we'll go from there. And I'm going to get a drink. Yeah, there's 9 hens, guys. Give you a moment to get your guesses in. She's rubbing on me, so I'm going to give you guys a couple more minutes here. Thick neck is the miss, Mar. She is she's an Easter egger, and so that's she lays the bluish green eggs. And that's why we always knew because everybody else was either up here. I think the rest of them were all brown, and she was the only Easter egger that I had. But yeah, she's still kicking. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and call this. Nobody got the right answer. No eggs today up here, so I'm not going to keep it going and going and going. But yeah, nobody laid up here today. I like I said, I haven't checked to see if they're molting up here. They might be. So, but so nobody won nothing, and so nobody's happy about it. But oh yeah, you're getting fat. You're a fat puppy. Yeah, she's definitely filling out. So it'll be. But like I said, she traveled great. She always does, and she's a good pup. Yeah, she like I said, she was going back and forth with me when I started going down there. There she is. There is the princess. Are you the princess? So she came up here, folks. Okay, and she got to have candy coated cat snacks. So, does anybody know what a candy coated cat snack is? Uh, you do not have an Easter egg layer down in West Virginia, do you? No, Delbert. No, no. The one I have in West Virginia. There you go. Yep, cat poo, candy covered cat snacks, and it's a litter box treat, delicacy with dogs, because they love to eat them. So I had to get her away from that. So okay, relax. You're fine now. Relax. But anyway, yep, rolled in kitty litter. It's the best, I think. They love them. I will tell you that the dogs always love those. So maybe that's a delicacy in the dog world. I don't know. Clay and cat poop. So what a combination. But anyway, uh, so that's what I've always called them, candy covered cat snacks. So anyway, typical dog thing. Oh, of course, of course. So, but are you keeping any of the puppies? Yes. I plan on keeping, and I'll tell you this too. So I got asked this question. And I'll tell you that I plan on keeping two of her puppies. That's I definitely want to keep two of them. We got to see what she has. I don't know how big the litter's going to be. Well, excuse me, ma'am. I am very busy right now. Um, Cece gets pick of the litter. Him and his wife get pick of the litter because their dog was the stud, and he wants a female. And so I would like to keep two females as well. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Depends on how many puppies she has and what they look like. Obviously, that's going to be a factor. If there's one that's like male that I just got to keep, then I will. So, but if that's the case, then I'm probably going to get her fixed after that, that litter's born. I wanted to just breed her one time, and I want her children because, like I said, this dog is the best dog I've ever had. She is absolutely the best dog I've ever had, and so, but yeah, so right, huh? But you're willful and you're stubborn. She is so stubborn, this dog. But anyway, oh, full of hope. Have a good night, hon. Glad you were here. Glad you joined us. Yeah, legacy puppies. Yeah, exactly. The reality is this. Hey, stop. The reality is this: dogs, German shepherds, you're looking at 12 years if you're lucky. Okay, and that's if there's no health issues, and you got about 12 years. So hey. Her being 4 now, I I wanted, I've been wanting to breed her, so I finally did. So Becky was like, "How are you going to come to New York with 3 dogs in the truck?" I said, "We're going to make it. That's how we're going to make it." So, Caesar and Pandora are now 7, and if you saw the video earlier today, they're doing very well. Pandora went absolutely bananas when I came home. She's such a good dog, and like I said, it was just it's nice to be back to visit. Okay, so it's just but yeah, she's singing all right. She's something, but what do you hear? Is that Pandora out there? So I have her in here with me because I don't want her. Hella is 4 years old. That's how old Hella is. Caesar and Pandora are brother and sister, and they are 7. And I can't believe that. What's like, where did that time go? That she's already 7 years old, or they're 7 years old, and that she's already 4. I got her from some people up here. I knew other people, and they had the litter, and they had one. I said I want a female, and they're like, "Well, we got one female left." And so I'm like, "Well, send me a picture. I want to see what the dog looks like." And when they sent me the picture of her, I was like, "Yeah, I want her." So, but it is it's and she ended up being the biggest female out of the litter. Her sisters, we had gotten together with that we had the one couple I know that took one a more traditional looking German Shepherd, and she's not that big. And then also, the runt of the litter. So, but we got them all 3 together, and this is a couple years back, and Hella was way bigger by far. She's actually bigger than her mom, and but like I said, she's a good dog, and so like I said, that's why I did want to breed her, and so we did that, and we'll see what we're gonna see what your babies look like. We're gonna keep a couple. She's just looking at me. That's what I love about her, that intensity. So what do we got? 336 in the chat. We're at 196 thumbs up. So I'm just gonna ask one more time, guys. If you would shoot a thumbs up, I would appreciate it to show support for the channel. It really does make a difference with the algorithms, and thank you very much for that. Also, uh, if you are not subscribed to the channel, I would ask you to please subscribe. Uh, Hit that bell icon to get all notifications as well, and I do appreciate that. Dealing with a stray, guesstimated about 9 months old. About 4 months ago, I think going through a rebellion phase, and I knew she had separation anxiety. First rescue we ever to do this, um, to stay sane. It's with her. I will tell you what, she's an awesome companion, and the loyalty is unbelievable. And yeah, she has separation anxiety. She wants to be with me every minute of every day, and I love that. I do. I love that. But you got to work. So she goes in the kennel, and we do what we got to do. But she's there, and she's happy when I come home, and like, so people were thinking that she might have that litter underneath the battery room. Okay, so I'll talk about this real quick. Not going to happen. Um, she's either with me all the time if I'm home, or she's in the kennel. So the most likely thing, if she has the puppies while I'm working, she'll have them in the kennel. And we got the igloo doghouse in there. So, that would be what the way she would do that. She would probably have them in there, or she'll have them in the camper. So that's it, and, but, Dawn. Oh, really? Of course they are. Yeah, that's well, like I said, I think all that's going to change real soon. Dawn. I'm not going to mention that because I don't want any kind of stuff here on dealing with YouTube. But I will be really interested in seeing if our new government that we're going to have in place is going to due date is going to be around the 10th of December, I believe. We'll see if she has them. Hopefully, she better not have them while we're up here. So, can you call out when she's giving birth? I would. Yeah, I would. I would absolutely. Yes, I would stay with her. But anyway, you know, with the new administration coming in, hopefully, like with YouTube and the censorship and all that type of stuff. I mean, you know, hopefully that will all change. I would love to see that. I think that, like I said, my channel, I think would have, they're absolutely, and they do it to a lot of channels, folks. So I'm not like crying the victim or playing the victim, but absolutely know that I've been shadow banned, that they restrict my stuff so that people are not getting the information. They take away subscribers all the time. It's all that type of stuff. But it happens. I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, so you either deal with it or you don't deal with it. And so a lot of people have left the platform. I just decided that I didn't want to. So that's, you know, but, it just, for me, it's like if this new administration gets in and they do something about these platforms doing what they do, that would be nice, to be honest with you. That would be nice. So, but, who knows? I don't plan on going anywhere. I'm going to continue to do YouTube. I enjoy doing YouTube. I like showing the journey. I like showing what we got going on and what we're taking care of, and I think that's fun. And hopefully, people are learning from that. Cannot believe the thick neck is still with us. So great that she's at the New York homestead, or see you at the New York homestead again. Don't know. Move to a high rise. My best here regarding her health. Oh, about mom. Yep. Go have a beer with her, Ed. Well, mom and I are gonna go have. Like I said, I'm gonna go see mom on Tuesday, and then I'll see her Thursday for Thanksgiving as well. So, but Tuesday when I go, it's just gonna be me and mom, and we're gonna spend time together and do that. So I'm like I said, I'm looking forward to. Will you stop? Will you stop? No. You're fine. She has gotten, with being pregnant, very needy, very, very needy, and very clingy, as well. So, but that's all right. But anyway, my next live stream is, this was just kind of a BS section or session with you guys, about different things. But I'll try to do a planned stream and pick a topic and try to stay on the topic. I'm not guaranteeing you that I will, but would you ever start over YouTube channels? You know what? I don't know, Alex, to be honest with you. A typical woman. Hey, 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 be careful what you say. I got a lot of women on this channel. Ladies, I don't feel the way JJ does. But uh, but anyway, yeah, it's just like I said, we're just, I'll try to do when I'm gonna attempt to do a live stream for you guys on Wednesday. And then if I do one on Wednesday, I'll probably do another one on next Sunday. So I'll do that, and then that way we'll have some fun and we'll chat. So my hardcore members, most likely Wednesday at 6, we will do a live stream for you guys then. And then obviously Thanksgiving is Thursday, so I don't even know if there will be doing any content on Thursday at all. Maybe one video on Thursday. So we'll see. But anyway, guys, please be safe. Continue to prep. Hope you like the journey with the new homestead down in West Virginia. A lot of work has gone into that. A lot more work needs to be done, but we're getting there, and everybody's doing a fantastic job. I have a fantastic group of people, and I keep saying that, but it's true. And I'm really happy with our progress and where we're headed, and from there. So Tony said a pregnant woman will hurt you if you get between her and the restroom. Oh my God. No, she doesn't have to go. She's just being whiny. So anyway, guys, I'm going to jump off of here for now. Please be safe. Have a great night, and I will talk to you all later. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now. What, baby?